Welcome to end of November inside of the Rinehart Poinsettia Research House, where you get a sneak peek of some of the research that I'm doing with poinsettias. Today I really want to take you through some of the commercial varieties that are a part of the Rinehart Poinsettia collection. We're going to start with a variety called Pepito. It's known in the market for a while, but it's a compact plant. This plant has been mature since week 46. Today's just the start of week 49. So it's really been 3 weeks in production already in harvest, but you can see the feature of the plant quite vividly by looking at this plant where the internodes are tight, well branched. It's not going to exceed height. So really the grower who's going to use Pepito is really a grower who's concerned about keeping the crop short and having a well branched plant and having a product that's early on the market. The interesting thing about Pepito as well is that you can grow it as a 4-inch. This is a later stick plant, a little bit more mature than a 4-inch, but you can see how the habit of a more compact later stuck cutting works quite well with Pepito. In addition, this year we've experimented with what we call a mini, and in a mini really the key is having a good start, a compact cutting. So this year we really did research in Danzinger's production farm, a compact cutting that's small that can be used for mini. So look for that in the market as well. Mini production. This is easy since the product is compact. It's easy to do in a mini form. Okay, let's continue. The next variety that I'd like to feature is a little bit later in maturity, but certainly well groomed for today's production shipping of week 49. This variety is called Hercules. Hercules has a really strong stem. I might note that really in the Rinehart breeding, what you're going to find is a lot of genetics that are strong stem, heat tolerant. Those are two key features that I'm really breeding for. In this product, the bract is bright. It forms a strong cyathea. It's not vigorous, so I'd call it compact to maybe slightly medium, but more compact. We see growers even using this in 4-inch pots, keeping it contained in a small container. So Hercules is relatively new in the market, but certainly the feature being strong stems. Okay, then I want to jump into the whites, and really maybe the first thing I was known for in the market and in the breeding was the whites. This one is Jack Frost. So here we are, week 49. This product has been mature for at least a week, so I would call it a 47 or 48 maturity. Broad bract. When it expands, certainly gets brighter and brighter. Again, bred for distinct white coloration. As it matures, you can see some of the older bracts just continuing to get very bright white coloration. So this product is going to last for the month of December. It's relatively good at branching as well, so you can see the stem structures upright and really nice, easy to grow white. You can also paint this. I know Andrew Lee did some painting at the Hymos trial this year, and we'll try to get some footage with the painting as well. So you can paint this variety. And the next variety is what I call Legacy. So as the name suggests, you know, this kind of is a legacy variety. If you think of legacy poinsettias as being straight up, strong stem, good for that market, this plant, you can pinch it. It does well as a pinch plant, extremely upright, and a little more vigor than what we've seen in the other two varieties. So legacy I would call medium to vigorous variety. Big bract, big cyathea. Again, will flower week 46, 47, even into 48 you can ship it, and still holding into week 49. So a good choice for the south as well. Heat tolerance is a key component of this variety as well. Okay, let's continue. I gotta tell you that one of my favorites is Southern Charm, and you can start to see why in where this plant is growing. Pretty vigorous variety. Okay, so you're seeing production after the pinch. This thing wants to grow, so you've got to apply some PGRs to the plant. But look how the head of the plant, even though it's vigorous, stays tight. So it's not unruly. The plant's staying together very well. The branch structure is strong, upright, and the key component, this cyathea will last through the Christmas holiday. So a person purchasing this plant in week 48, 49 is key, and it will just keep maturing and featuring great visual appeal right through the Christmas season. So again, a relatively tight cyathea right now. The other key component is that the plant, as it transitions, it's not so great of the first transition bract, but as it matures, the brightness of the plant just keeps getting brighter and brighter and brighter. So as we state this as a medium or late season variety, mainly because the bracts that emerge that are going to be the brightest is the later bracts. So again, use PGRs on this. Treat it as a vigorous variety. You can even start it 1 week later than normal production and get the well-balanced plant, but strong plant. Look at this. Okay, so that's Southern Charm. And then we'll just pass through a couple of experimental varieties, but just so you know, there is some experimental varieties we're looking at for the future. This being a dark leaf, dark red, medium compact. Just a little bit brighter experimental. So today we'll really focus on the commercial varieties, but just to note that there are some experimental varieties well down the pike as well. Okay, the next variety I'd like to talk about is Rojo, a variety that is medium to compact, late season variety, very dark bract, easy to control height. So if you look at this, the first bracts may tuck a little bit, but certainly as the top bracts emerge, the usual bract formation occurs. It's a tight plant, little need for plant growth regulators, even though it's a late season variety. Don't be confused that this late season variety is good for the heat as well. So you can grow this in the south in the heat as well. So good choice for late season, so you don't get a lot of stretch and keep it you know, very nice form. So Rojo. Okay, the next variety is one we call Pure White. This thing has been in bloom since week 46, so you're looking at it with 3 weeks of maturity on the plant, and so probably the earliest to bloom white. And in addition, this white can mature well even under low light. So when we talk about breeding for heat, we can also talk about breeding under low light production, or at least a variety that's good for low light. So this plant will do it. And one of the features is the bracts come out well before the cyathea. So I like that component in plant production, where the bract expands, and yet the cyathea, if you really look at it, the cyathea is not yet mature. So here we are, week 49. This could have been sold in week 46, but yet the cyathea is not exposed yet with pollen. So a great feature of this variety. Very upright, lively bract. So keep pure white in mind. This can also be painted as well. I've seen people also use it for big containers, even 3-plant pinched. So it will get the height. Does need plant growth regulators for sure. Okay, with that in mind, this just transitions back into Hercules. So again, we just show the real nice habit seen on Hercules. So easy to grow, easy to get your 6, 7, 8 bracts on a plant. I wanted to show you as well the product called Legendary. This product again is very heat tolerant, not a strong stem, and it develops a large bract. So but will form that bract under the excessive heat even of South Florida. So again, this is Legendary. We try to keep some clean stock of this particular product, and the real, like I say, the real key feature is blooming in warm temperature. Legendary.